Hey, how's it going everybody? I'm Dakota J, and today I'm going to teach you how to export high quality videos for both YouTube long form and also social media short form content. So let's jump into Premiere and I'll show you exactly how to set up your sequence and export your videos. So now we are in Premiere and we have our footage over here in our bin. So what you want to do is you actually want to create a sequence from that footage. So this is the best way to actually see what Premiere will automatically set it to. So we have our 4096 by 2160. You can also use 3840 by 2160 for just 4K UHD. I always like to check these just quite so I can see what I'm actually doing while I'm working on the footage, but you don't have to if you have a slower machine. So okay, now that our sequence is set up, we can tell that it's all good. Scrub through it. And then now we're gonna go to the export, which you can do by hitting Command or Control M, or just going to File Export over here. And then so now you're gonna see all these options over here. So you're gonna have your file name, which I usually set up as the sequence name so I don't have to name it later. You have your location where it's gonna go out to. So right now I'm just gonna set this to my desktop because I don't wanna mess with it. And match source, adaptive high bitrate, you can leave that alone. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch the actual preset to H.265. And you might see that people sometimes say H.265 or they say H.264. The big difference here is H.264 is going to give you a file size of 1634 megabytes, where H.265 is going to give you a file size of 828 megabytes. So what's happening is the file is actually smaller, so it won't be compressed as much through YouTube or any other social media platform. So now that we have our format set, we're going to click on More and drop down this menu right here. And we're gonna make sure that these are always checked, render at maximum depth and use maximum render quality. And then we're gonna scroll down and we're gonna set our VBR1 pass to 30 megabits per second. And that's about it. You can also make sure that your captions are baked in if you have them. I don't set them on YouTube videos, I just let the auto caption work. So now we'll go ahead and hit export. And just so you know, I'm exporting on a MacBook M2, and this is actually a 6K file on a 4K timeline, and it handles it actually pretty well. So now that I've shown you how to export long-form YouTube videos, let me show you how to do vertical short-form videos for various social media platforms. So same thing again, you're gonna have your footage, you're going to create a sequence from the footage, from the clip. Okay, so we have our footage on our timeline, it's all set, all our sequence settings are correct. We have 2160 by 3840. You can also export 1080 by 1920, but actually most platforms now accept 4K footage. So I'm gonna hit OK. And then again, we're gonna select H.265. And we're gonna drop down our menu. We're gonna do render at maximum depth and use maximum render quality. And then for this one, we're gonna set our VBR1 pass to 15. And you can actually go between 15 and 24 megabits per second, especially if you have a lot of high frame rate footage, which requires a little bit more bit rate so it doesn't fall apart when you post it online. So now that we have this all set, we can go ahead and export this as well. It's pretty quick because it's a pretty small file, only about 35 seconds. And that's about it. All right, well, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video or you learned something, consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like and a comment, and then also share this with someone that may need the help too. Don't forget to download the guide in the description and use that as much as you need. Until next time, I'm Dakota J, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care of yourselves.